It's a device strategy that we may have seen a couple of times before, bringing a large tablet with a kickstand into places like the kitchen. And in this case, Alcatel is looking to create one that not only looks really great, but provides great functionality. It's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And this is Alcatel's Xess. The somewhat aptly named Xess on here sports a 17.3-inch Full HD display that provides a large slate in order to look at everything from web pages to even sometimes games if you so fancy. But of course, the Xess is being used as a way for you to really get to your recipes and to cooking and media while in the kitchen. 1.5 GHz 64-bit octa-core processor made by MediaTek underneath the surface. 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of onboard storage are available with a micro SD card expansion slot available as well. There is a front-facing camera if you do wish to take some pictures while you are working with the Xess. And then in order to power all of this, we do have a 10,000 mAh battery underneath that, when unplugged, should be able to provide quite a bit of life in the Xess if you need to really just move it around in your house. And that is something you can definitely do. As you can see in this shot, the kickstand and also the handle on the top that allows for you to easily prop up the Xess can be used in conjunction in order to really make this tablet pretty portable inside of a household. That said, however, the very large screen and also some of the bulkier ends of this particular device do make it less than ideal for anything more than just propping it up in a place like the kitchen. There are some nice features on the back here, as you can see, propping up, or rather popping up, the Alcatel OneTouch button on the back. There are 2 USB ports on either side, and then underneath there we have JBL speakers, 2 JBL speakers at 3 watts that do provide quite a bit of good sound, but it is lacking in the bass department, but we'll get to that in a little bit as well. After that, a built-in stylus is also used in order to navigate across the interfaces if you so wish to use it for that, but of course, as a touchscreen, it works just fine using your hands. Now we can get into the interface. This particular tablet does use a regular Android iteration, but there is going to be a different home application that can be used in order to not only leverage the large screen, but also just provide some tools for the kitchen goer in particular. Over on the right side, there is about one half of the panel that can be used for a full web page, and in this example, we saw a recipe on one particular website, and then to its right, there were 2 1/4 areas of the screen that were dedicated. On one, media was available, and we were able to watch a YouTube video on there, as you can see, and then beneath that, just find even more things that we might be able to look at, like Pinterest. So you are able to segment the screen in a very nice way in order to really multitask, especially if you're looking at a recipe but you still want to have some media at your fingertips. We only have a projected price for the Alcatel OneTouch Xess, and right now it seems to be $499, but they might be able to sweeten the pot a little bit by providing a JBL speaker with the tablet still at the $499 price point, which we think is a pretty nice deal, especially when you consider that the JBL speaker is something that might be able to provide the bass that the speakers on the back of the actual tablet cannot provide. And with that, we have the Alcatel OneTouch Xess, and it's basically the large tablet by Alcatel that is looking to enhance one particular aspect of the household, and that is in this case the kitchen. But of course, it is still a nice device to use for media consumption if you so wish to move it from the kitchen to other places of the home. Keep it tuned to Android Authority for even more on this tablet and even more from Alcatel, as we are here on the show floor at CES 2016, bringing you all of the best coverage.